right now. Thank you for letting me see another day and keeping that sweat up off my eyebrow. I know I'm surrounded by demons, but look at they hurt again. They ain't that bad. They ain't even my friends. They think
what's going on with it? Let me know when y'all in here. I'm gonna give y'all a little bit more time. I know everybody ain't got their notification yet. Give me just a second. You already know. Hold on. Give me just a second. Get this playlist together. What's been going on with y'all? This is my first time using this one. I usually use that other. It's good. I'm all this. It's too good to see. Yeah, but getting right into it, you know, I guess they'll catch up when they catch up because I shared it also on Facebook. But, you know, hold on. Yeah, but you know, it's been so many people saying, you know, why the channel was, created. And like I said in the last live, if people were paying attention, I told them that when it originally started, it was just for the youth. It was so many people getting killed, you know, in Chicago that it was imperative for somebody to say something. You know what I mean? Like, man, I had to. So I went from that to, of course, being at the different participants of the lifestyle, people that know me in the street. Once they sat up there and they seen certain videos, they was like, man, you know, that was powerful. And, you know, it's always my belief that in order for the truth to be established, lies have to be abolished first. And, you know, it was so many of you getting on my videos, you know, asking questions about different participants in the lifestyle, you know, and different lifestyles of the streets. But one person that kept just coming up was Snooki. And so many people have a negative definition and vision of the participants of the lifestyle of pimping and hoeing due to the fact of the participants such as like Snooki. So if you see a guy and if he's been accused of presiding over children, he's admitted to snitching, working with the feds, you know, somebody that's a novice or somebody that's not knowledgeable of the lifestyle, they gonna automatically assume that, you know, they gonna judge the whole population just by the representation that's being shown on television. So with that being said, they just gonna go in with it and just say, you know what? All of them pimps are like that. All of them will snitch. All of them will, as the lies have been told, you know, all of them they'll sell their own ass. A pimp will sell his own ass, you know, to basically sit up there, you know what I mean, and get through. You know, that's their, hold on, let's say poor connection. Can you guys see me? Hold on. Let me know, comment, let me know, can you see me? Because it's indicating that it's a poor connection. You know, and I don't want you guys to miss anything. So by all means, let me know. What's up, man? I hope you're bring some more to church. Good to see you back. Okay, all clear. But yeah, man, it's almost like if we were in a gang or something, and it was a whole crew of us, and you know, those within our crew, you know, we loyal to one another. We set principles and standards for us to live by. And one of us goes out and does something contrary to the principles and standards, that we set. And because we have to uphold them standards in the game, that particular person that did that abominable act, they got to be eliminated. They have to be deleted simply because we didn't want anybody to think that we have weak links within our camp. This is the mentality of those basically, of street people. So when you have in the lifestyle of pimps, it's already been rumors going around saying that, pimps mess with children. They prey on the weak. They look, as Taxstone would say, they're looking for feeble-minded people. They playing chess with little kids and things like that. So I took it upon myself to destroy that, that image. I want the world to know that this man is not a pimp. Irregardless of who you seen in your community, your uncle or your cousin, if they were in agreement with presiding over a children, beating children, pandering on children, sending children out to prostitute, children that are under the age of 18 years old, I declare to you, they are not the pimping. That is not a pimp. See, some of you are under the impression that as long as a guy has a woman prostituting and she's given the distribution from her acts of prostitution, you establish in your little mind that he's a pimp because of what he has currently going on with these women. And I'm here to tell you that, in that lifestyle, there are prerequisites, there are standards. And if that person does not meet that standard, then they're not a pimp, irregardless of how many women they have. They can have a large following like King Solomon, but if they're not basically behaving themselves, living according to the rules and regulations of the game, then they're not in the game. As I often always say, if I come on the basketball court playing football, will you look at me as a basketball player? If I'm on the football field with a basketball, everybody got on the football helmet and everybody going according to the rules and regulations of the NFL, and I'm on there trying to slam dunk, y'all niggas gonna look at me crazy. Why? Because I'm not playing according to the rules and regulations of that game. So that's just like with pimping and hoeing. You can't say that everybody's a pimp just because, he got a broad or a bitch. So I don't want people to think that you could be a snitch and be a pimp. I don't want people to think that, you can preside over a child that's less than 18 years old and be a pimp. So this had to be abolished, as I like to say. Before the truth could be established, lies have to be abolished first. Some of the older people, and then, you got some even my age, that was on Discord with me because of the popularity. And honestly, I seen the channel as the definition of small because, I'm looking at people like Vlad and academics and, with 1 million subscribers. Of course, we done came a long way. We almost at 10,000 now, but at the same particular time, the channel is still the definition of small. So it was no need for anybody to display or convey any type of jealousy. But, when you start getting, noticed and everything like that, a lot of people let this social media shit, go to their head. And, that's the whole purpose of the channel was to give information to keep the young people from being incarcerated. Because I didn't think that the older crowd was lacing the younger crowd. And the scripture says, the people without a vision, they perish. So, if you don't have somebody giving you the information, how could you, as I like to say, how you going to conform and perform something that you're not being informed about? Keep giving that. White snow bunnies. I'm gonna get to these statements in a little. Just let me get a few things out, and I'm gonna go through everybody's statements and questions. But how could I conform to something that I'm not informed about? You know what I'm saying? And the older crowd, they not doing nothing but crying and bitching. You know what I'm saying? Complaining and things. And I just want you to know that wisdom is not shown by complaining about problems. Wisdom is shown by giving a solution to a problem. If I just got on and made videos all the time, you know what I mean, talking about the problems and all of that shit, you're going to be like, man, all of this dude, all he do is complain and, you know, he cuss everybody out. He come with, you know what I mean, he rebukes everybody, but he never gives an explanation. He never gives a logical explanation on why this is wrong. So that's what we needed. And so I had to, you know, because nobody else was stepping up to the motherfucking plate. We got too many people sitting over there doing 30 and 40 years before they even get 20 seconds to be in the game, man. And that shit ain't cool. You know what I'm saying? So there's a young man right now that's in somebody's CCDC. There's a young man right now in somebody's Cook County. And that could have been prevented if the information was given. I'm not saying everybody is going to conform to the information, but what I am saying to you is that a lot of people would have avoided losing time in their life if somebody would have took the time out to properly give them the information on how to avoid, you know what I mean, being in somebody's jail cell, how to avoid being on somebody's yard, a prison yard. You know what I mean? But nobody was taking out the time. We got a big population of people that's just crying and, you know, what they think, you know, why is he doing this? And, you know, let's kick game on the street. You niggas ain't kicking no game on the street. And the reason I can say that because I'm looking at the results of niggas not having no game. So I know you're not kicking no game on the streets. And then I observe a lot of statements and statuses of a lot of you, and I've got to keep it all the way 100. Some of you niggas is idiots. So I don't want the youth listening to you because I don't want that, your ideology, you know what I mean, to basically produce another population of idiots. So yes, it's very mandatory, man, for this game to be conveyed, man. You know what I mean? Because a lot of you niggas, man, be saying stuff. And I'm not too long ago, somebody damn near 40 years old, he said that, you know, when a bitch break herself to him, that basically she got to break herself to his bitch too. Now, he's not the only idiot like this. There's a whole population of idiots like that. Now, just picture, you know what I mean, a group of idiots like this, and the young people, they novices, they come into the game, they don't know nothing, and they listening to that, and because he might say something that's slick in between and it sound good, they just conform to it. So that's why, man, the real game has to come through. The information has to come through. You know what I mean? So it just has to come through. Without this game, we gonna keep losing our young people. We gonna keep losing, you know, it's gonna keep being mothers have to get on airplanes like my mother. You know, my mom used to travel from Chicago to come down to Vegas to come visit me. You know, just to talk to her son, you know, on the telephone and look at me on the TV screen. That was a terrible feeling. And I don't want history repeating itself. So that's why I take out the time, man, to enlighten your mind. You know, and another motherfucking thing that I'm so tired of, I told all the young people, those that fuck with me, because, you know, I don't have no fans. I got little brothers, you know what I mean, that I love, and I love your freedom more than I would like to have that expiration date that you got called a bitch. A lot of niggas tried to minimize the game and minimize my character by saying that I was endeavoring to knock, you know, you for a bra. Hey, man, let me say this. A lot of you niggas is not giving instructions. You giving destructions to that bitch. So, you know, you might have a P that might be sweating abroad, whether it be on the track, casino, or whatever. And because he's sweating abroad and she ain't been laced with no instructions, you know, the bride sit up there and run to security, or she call the police. Why? Because her folks, her so-called pimp, instructed her to do so. Destructed her to do so. You know, like I said, a lot of y'all are giving destructions. So with these destructions that you guys are giving, why in the fuck would I sit up there and want your bra or want your bitch? So when I told you guys that it's okay, You know what I mean? If you don't have the game, you know what I'm saying? If you don't have any information, you know what I mean, to give to your broad at that particular time, man, I strongly encourage you, you know what I mean, to sit down with your broad, to sit down with your women, you know what I mean, and watch, you know what I mean, the videos, man. I don't even know a lot of you guys. Then half of you niggas, majority of you niggas don't even come outside. Majority of you niggas is up in the motherfucking hotel room with the bitch, which you shouldn't be doing. Let me say that too. You niggas got to stop sitting over there going to sleep in the same hotel room as the bitch, man. You know what I mean? Your bitch sitting over there, you understand me, doing dates, you know what I mean, from ancient times to recent time, all damn day long. They got cameras everywhere. They seeing tricks go in and out of these hotel rooms, and you sitting over there coming in that same hotel, breaking on the bitch, and then you got the nerve to sit up there and go to sleep in the same bed that she done sit up there and hold in all damn day long. The only reason why a lot of y'all have not lost your freedom, you haven't lost your liberty in society, and you ain't in a correctional facility, it's not because you have a high intellectual, that you got high intellectual capabilities. That's not it. It's only because of the mercies of God, and it just ain't happened yet. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of y'all not sharp. You're not sharp at all. So, you know, I had to take out the time. It's just little things like that. You know what I mean? It's the little things that's causing a lot of these young guys, man, to lose some big time in their life. And like I said, a lot of the older crowd, they are not taking the time out to lace the youth with the truth. So the youth is predestined, you know what I mean, to sit up there and, you know what I mean, to lose time in their life. Why? Because they don't have the game. Who gonna give it to them? And like I said, a lot of people try to compare the 70s with now. Motherfucker, do you not realize that if I mispimped in the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, that the consequences of me mispimping my first time, you know, in 2017, I could lose my whole motherfucking life. Your first time doing no pimping or mispimping, you know, whatever, your first mistake in the game can cause you your whole life. Period. Your first mistake in the game. Some of you had even got in my inbox, you done got into my DM and you was like, man, Sin, you know, I appreciate you, man, because yes, I've been doing that. You know what I mean? I've been dropping my hoes off. You know what I mean? I've been sometime I pick my hoes up after they done been on the track, and I let them in the car, the head is showing, police cars riding by. The police cars been seeing these hoes from night to morning. And they know who these bitches are. They know that they prostitutes. They know that these bitches have been out here hoeing. And then they get inside your car and you riding up and down the blade, and these cars are sitting over there, the police cars sitting up there looking at you. You know what I mean? Like I said, the only reason why some of y'all are not locked up is because of the mercies of God. It ain't because you sharp. You know what I mean? Because you niggas ain't sharp. You know what I mean? That's just being all the way 100. So somebody got to take out the time to show you some love. You know what I mean? I don't give a damn about your little bitch. That's why I told you guys, with your woman or with your women, I gave you permission, definitely, and especially in this age, to watch my videos, you know, or anybody else videos that's giving some good game. Not just mine. If you know somebody's giving out some good information that can keep you from being inside of a situation or a bad situation or incarceration, you and your woman or your women need to sit down and watch these videos, period. Especially if you don't know what the hell you're doing. A lot of y'all really are not pimps. You just so happen to be lucky in a situation. You slipped on a banana peel and now you're a part of a situation. You know, and because you don't have no information, you just learning day by day from these broads on what to do. And I'm telling you, young man, you know what I mean? You on a roller coaster ride, and the end destination is going to be incarceration because you don't have the information. You don't have the game, period. So that's why game is needed. Another thing I wanted to say is that, you know, for you young people, you know, the older ones, man, you know, I don't really deal with them because a lot of, on certain subjects, they have a mental retardation. So, you know, receiving new information or revelation, they're not going to receive it simply because they've had a mental retardation pertaining to certain things for so long. So with that being said, you know, I don't even want to cast no pearls before swine with them. But for some of you young people, you know, just keeping it all the way real, the enemy knows your subculture. The enemy knows everything about your subculture. The enemy studies your subculture each and every day. You know what I mean? So the smart and wise thing would be is to do everything to look at the other participants and representatives of the game, especially because, like I said, when it comes to older P's or just P's, period, you either gonna learn from their wise words or you're gonna learn from them being a proverb on what not to do. So, just keeping that thing all the way 100, sitting over there, doing all of this slick talking, you know what I mean? A lot of you be incriminating yourself. You don't even know what you be saying. A lot of you, you know what I mean, is breaking the bitch. You're breaking the bitch on video. You know what I mean? You're doing a lot of things that you don't even have to do, bro. A pimp thinks with the mentality of, I'm number one. So if I'm number one, why the fuck do I have to waste my existence trying to get validation from number 2, 3, 4, and motherfucking 5? Exactly. So with that being said, just stop doing that. A lot of you want to be glorified. And I'm telling you, your desire for glorification is going to have you in incarceration. It's going to have you incarcerated, nigga. You know what I'm saying? So let me look at some of the things y'all been saying so far. I'll get to that later, man. Right now I'm dealing with this game. Yeah, man, this pimp game is a thinking man's game. And everybody doesn't have the thinking capabilities, to participate in the game. I know that sounds, to a lot of y'all, that might sound disrespectful, but just being real, a lot of you just don't have the mental capabilities to participate in the game. And especially, in this day and age, these laws, man, are terrible. They're terrible, bro. You know what I mean? For somebody to participate in the lifestyle of pimping and whoring in this day, you have to truly be wrapped up, entangled up, in love with this game. Because it has to be more than just money. Because just to keep it all the way 100, if you weigh, the pros and cons, if you look at the consequences of participating in this lifestyle and the prices, the blessings, the trophies in the life, it ain't even on the same wavelength, bro. So you have to be in love with this game. Anytime you see somebody that's giving out some good game, that's giving out some good information, man, you got to run to it. You got to run to it. You got to be like a sponge, man. You got to do something that niggas don't do. You got to read. And I'm not just saying read books pertaining to the lifestyle. You got to read, man. You got to read about the law. Before you go to a state with a woman, before you go to a state with those women, you need to study the law of that state. Because if you study the law of that state, after finding out the consequences of, no pimping or mispimping or mistake or whatever, after you find out the consequences of basically, you understand me, doing some pimping up in there, you might not want to even go there. You might not want to campaign there or pimp there. A lot of y'all been going to Virginia, and I spoke on this in another video. I told you to leave Virginia alone. I've been told y'all to leave Orange County alone. You know what I'm saying? Orange County is a spot where, you know what I mean? And I'm a square. I'm just giving my opinion as a square. I'm not no pimp. But from a square point of view, hey man, in that Orange County, it's just good, man, to let them bras do what they do. You know what I mean? It ain't that motherfucking serious. You know what I mean? I'm just talking to a lot of you young people, man, because you out there, you're on fire, you going on Instagram and Facebook, you know what I mean? You're mesmerized and you endeavoring to memorize everything that you heard, and then you saying what you heard, you know what I mean, on somebody's Facebook or IG, and you go to the track and you saying these things, and bro, you predestined to be locked the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Leave that motherfucking Orange County alone. If you need, if it's so much money, but seeing there's so much money there, man, and oh man, the money be good, man, and I came up on the car, and I did this, I got my jewelry from. I understand all that, but hey, man, you ain't even got to be there. Send the bitch. You ain't got to be there. You know what I mean? All of this, just going to Orange County, man. Orange County got so many so-called pimps and real pimps locked up and fucked up right now. It's a shame. And then some of y'all, you know what I mean, you're not saving no money. You know what I mean? I'm seeing nice foreign cars. I'm seeing designer clothes. I'm seeing jewelry. I'm seeing a house. You know what I mean? Things like that. But when a situation come and that bail is coming, it's only a few of y'all that be bailing out. You ain't got your shit together. You don't got your shit together, man. Get your shit together, man. You know what I mean? And I know I'm going to say this too, because a lot of people don't sit up there and speak on it, but I have to. And I know people don't like thinking about it, but this is the truth. As the scripture said in Hebrews 9:27, it's appointed unto a man once to die, and after this the judgment. It's appointed unto you to die. You can miss the dentist appointment. You can miss the doctor's appointment. You can miss, you know what I mean? You could even miss court, nigga. You know what I'm saying? But one thing you won't miss is your appointment with death. And a lot of y'all, you know what I mean? Of course, a person don't like to think about that. But in the pimp game, man, you just got a population of motherfuckers that's selfish. Everybody just think about themselves. They really don't love the game. They don't love the game, man. They put themselves above the game. It's just a bunch. They done made the pimp game just like the dope game. Man, it's more loyalty among gangbangers than it is niggas that's professing to be pimps. You know what I'm saying? If a pimp die or a pimp get killed, you know what I'm saying? It's just all they do is damn, rest in peace. Damn, he was a good pimp. Damn, man, he was good, man. I remember him, man. Damn, man. Man, that's sad. But when the GoFundMe come or somebody call and say, yeah, man, we about to do a funeral for people, about to help the family out, you know what I mean? Ain't none of y'all to be found, man. And you was just on Instagram, you know what I mean, counting racks. You was just on Facebook counting racks. But then when somebody asks you for $50 or $100 to put towards honoring another participant of the game, you don't even gotta know him. It's just your love for the game. I done gave a lot of money, you know what I mean, towards people's bail, funeral services, and all of that. And some of the people I didn't even know. I didn't have to know them. Why? Because I profess and possess love for the game. I'm not in the game. I'm not a pimp, but I'm just a square ass nigga that just got respect and love for this game, man. And y'all just don't have it. I'm gonna give you an example. And you know, I don't bite my tongue for nobody. Whoever don't like it, you know what I mean, they don't like it, you know what I mean? And you know, Sinful just don't bite his tongue for nobody. But you know, just like with the Mac Bomb situation, when Mac Bomb was killed doing what he was supposed to do, Mac Bomb wasn't killed selling drugs. Mac Bomb wasn't killed gang banging. Mac Bomb was campaigning. He was doing what a pimp's supposed to do, and he was killed. All right. So a lot of people had their little differences or whatever confrontation that they had, you know what I'm saying, with Mac Bomb. So a lot of people didn't want to give. And to me, my personal belief, I believe my love for the game should be above any differences that I had with a nigga. If a nigga didn't snitch on me, he ain't shoot at me, and if it's just over a broad, and how that even sound, nigga? That's emotionalism. That ain't ism. So, you know, when Mac Bomb was killed, he had 2 sons that he loved and he took care of. And, you know what I mean, I got on the phone, you know what I mean, I was calling around, you know what I mean, a lot of members, most of the members, you know what I'm saying, in the Hollywood division crew, sitting over there calling them, you know what I mean, P, can we get $50? Not just Hollywood division niggas, Cali niggas, period, West Coast niggas, and outside of West Coast niggas, pimps, and I was sitting up there calling, can we get $50? Can we get $100? You know what I mean, and, you know, niggas actually had the audacity to tell me about, a verbal confrontation or roasting that they was in, that him and Mac Bomb, they are left in bad terms, and then some even had the audacity to bring up his background as far as when he used to be a part of a gang, before he started participating in the game. But I didn't give a fuck about none of that. Mac Bomb wasn't even my partner like that. It was just the fact that he had two sons that was about to grow up in this world without their father, man. And if that don't touch you, man, I don't even want to be around you, man. I ain't going to take the pimp title away from a nigga because he didn't want to, whatever a nigga do with his money, man, that's on him. I just know your character is not equivalent to mine. You know what I'm saying? And that's why, everybody can't fuck with me. Everybody don't need to be around me, man. A lot of them niggas that y'all hold up in high regard and in the sky and shit, a lot of them niggas is fools to me. A lot of them niggas is, they just, 50 and 40-year-old little brothers. You know what I mean? But when a nigga get killed, in this pimping, hey man, it shouldn't be this ain't motherfucking algebra. Why are you even making, algebra trig into motherfucking arithmetic and rocket science and shit, nigga? This ain't nothing to debate about. This ain't the great election. The pimp got killed, nigga. And if you can't borrow $50 or you can't come up with $50, then nigga, you need to get a new motherfucking profession. You can't borrow $50. You can't even get $50 from a bitch. So man, it was really upsetting. Then I'm gonna speak on this too, since I'm driving in that lane, and I'm gonna get to some of y'all questions. A lot of y'all, you heartless, man. And you wonder why your lifestyle, you wonder why you keep doing this in the game. You keep wondering why. You keep wondering why the game keeps spanking you. You wonder why the game keep rebuking your motherfucking ass. It's because you be doing stupid shit like when a pimp get killed or when a pimp die, you go to the funeral and you trying to holler at this bitch or you trying to holler at bitches inside the church. That's not the way that a pimp carry yourself, man. You know what I mean? Like a lot of you niggas is really just con artists, man. You just a bunch of like heartless, fraudulent, belligerent on the internet ass niggas. You're not really this pimping though. The pimping got character. The pimping don't be doing that. You know what I mean? So I just got to keep that all the way 100. I was ashamed to hear about some of the behavior, at certain people's funeral, man, that you guys was actually, campaigning to have certain people's baby mama and trying to have hoes inside the church and shit. That ain't even how P conduct himself. You know what I mean? We don't put no bitch, above the game, man. And that's why I'm encouraging you young people, because listen, it's not just the pimp game, this the dope game, this gang banging, white collar crimes, cracking cars, whatever the fuck you doing. Hey man, listen, when you live in a lifestyle that's contrary to the law, it's mandatory to keep a lawyer paid, to keep a bail bondsman paid. And, if you're a fly motherfucker and you want to be represented in the right way in every way, hey man, you don't allow, unless you got a best friend in the game or a partner in the game, that's cool. But even then, hey man, to preside over your business manners as far as the funeral, you need to do that for yourself, man. You don't even want to leave that in the hands of people basically that don't have no type of principles. They don't have no character. They don't give a fuck. They just are in it for themselves. Take care of your own business, man. Set aside your own $10,000 or $20,000 or how much you want to spend, on your service. And then a lot of y'all got a lot of money, just like 1P. A lot of P's thought he was broke. He wasn't broke, man. It's just that, he was the type that never put his money in the bank, and somewhere there's a lot of money somewhere, and the family wasn't able to find it, man. And that's why the service was the way that it was. You know what I'm saying? So, you got to get you somebody, man, that you can, confide in, man, that you could trust, man. But I'm just telling you, man, something, because I'm tired of the pimping looking raggedy, man. You know what I mean? Storefront church, the casket look like it's about $5. You know what I'm saying? The whole service just look like it's $2 by the grace of God. That's not how the pimping should be represented, man. You know what I mean? It's Too Short and Snoop. They used to do a song back in the day called Respect the Pimpin'. Respect this pimping, man. Make the pimping look good. Glorify the game. Whether you in it for 2 seconds, 20 years, 40 years, eternity, for your time being in the game, represent this game. Use your ability to the best of your ability and make it your motherfucking responsibility on a daily to glorify and represent this game the best way that you can, man. Period. Don't ever disrespect this game. Period. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of y'all been doing that, but I just want to encourage y'all, man. Save your money so your money can save your ass. Stop competing with each other, because a lot of you going broke trying to get all these likes, trying to get the little hearts to come up on Instagram. A lot of you niggas, went broke. I ain't gonna speak or call too many people, but I done seen people with foreign cars sitting outside, mansion homes, and some more motherfucking shit. Now they ain't got no mansion, motherfucker ain't got no foreigns and type of shit. That's because it was all for show. A lot of you niggas ain't really getting no money like that. A lot of y'all just having good credit. You know what I mean? And I'm here to tell you that them gangster deals that you're having. That you're getting the cars on, you know what I mean? The good credit about to turn into bad credit moves that you're doing. This is foolish. Stop doing that shit, man. Hold on, let me look at some of the statements. Oh man, say man, how do I bump? Don't argue with the pet. I'll slap the color off. Oh man, it's always gonna be some old male Jezebel ass motherfucker in the comment section that is speaking the language of silence when you see them. You know what I mean? Everybody a tough guy. Everybody wanna put on an Oscar award performance as if they tough or as if they Mighty Joe motherfucking Young on the internet and shit. You know what I mean? Don't even pay these little niggas no mind. Motherfucker over there looking like Dan Aykroyd behind. Niggas over there with this is they M16. This is niggas M16, man. This is they gun. This is they Glock. You know what I'm saying? Niggas be in the house with their Glock all day. Don't even pay that no mind, man. Let him say what he say. If you go throughout my videos, you got people calling me all type of things, man. It's not important to me. Okay. Yeah, a lot of y'all just following the video, so far, but I got so much that come to your mind, man, when you speak. But another thing, videos that I do got coming, like probably tomorrow I'm going to do a video with Shantae. I'm going to let Shantae speak about his book. Also, I'm going to let Johnny Cash, come on and speak. And it's something that, we will be doing a video pertaining, man. Let me say this. A lot of y'all really been embarrassing yourselves, man. I ain't gonna say this game because you ain't even in the game. But you profess to be in the game and you going to strip clubs and you making it rain, you know what I'm saying? And you paying for interviews with the bitch, you know what I'm saying? You sitting over there, fucking on niggas' hoes and all that type of shit. So, I'm gonna do a video, man, with some veterans, man, and it's gonna be pertaining to the behavior that a P is supposed to have in the strip club. You know what I mean? Some people are anti-strip club. Some people campaign in the strip club. Okay, well, I'm going to give wisdom, you know what I mean? Because like I always say, man, you know what I mean? You never make provisions for your representation, man, to be evil spoken of. And when you do certain things, man, it might have been right in your eyes, but you have to realize, man, when you a pimp, you like Tupac, nigga, all eyes is on you. So when you sit up there and, you give your money, you know what I mean? You're paying for interviews, you letting a bitch sit on your lap, you know what I mean? You're playing with booty, you're laughing and giggling and shit, you know what I mean? Like a square ass nigga. Hey, man, one thing them bitches is gonna do, don't think that you gonna fuck on a stripper or fuck on these renegade bitches and bitches ain't gonna talk amongst each other. Bitches is gonna get into some evangelism with the criticism on your name, man. And before you know it, everybody in the game gonna already think, you know what I mean, this nigga is a clown. You know what I mean? So, yeah, they gonna, hold on. Oh, I thought you said, but yeah, they're going to think that you're a clown, man. A lot of you guys are sitting over there, you know what I mean? You're paying for interviews. You're paying to go back to the boom boom room and, Joe's boom boom room in the back and shit, you know what I mean? You doing all type of shit, man, that the pimping just don't do, man. You know what I mean? And you think that this is pimping. A lot of you have the wrong mentality towards pimping. You know what I mean? A lot of you niggas will spend racks on a broad, Louis V, Gucci the broad up, perform miracles, buy the bitch a vehicle. You'll sit up there, you understand me, and give a bitch a apartment, get a bitch a development before she can put her motherfucking feet on the pavement, man. You know what I mean? That's just how you niggas is. And I want you to know, man, that's totally contrary, man, to the spirit of pimping. You know what I mean? Pimping ain't got nothing to do with none of that shit you niggas is doing, man. A lot of you niggas is just really some fly-ass tricks. And a lot of you niggas is just breaking a bitch so you could be the fly-ass trick that you always wanted to be. You know what I mean? That's just real talk, man. A lot of you niggas have the spirit of a fly-ass trick. Your whole, like, I could just tell by the way you speak about certain rappers and actors and things like that. You really want to reach that level. So you sitting over there conning and misleading this broad to break this bitch just to be the trick that you always wanted to be. And I want you to know that you reap what you sow. The game gonna spank you. The game gonna spank your motherfucking ass. You know what I mean? There's a lot of you that's holeless, you're doleless right now. You know what I mean? You was just rolling yesterday. You know what I mean? In your yesteryears, and you can't find a run nowhere. Yeah, man, all that mispimping and no pimping, man, then caught up with you, man. You know what I mean? Yeah, man, all of that been caught up with you, man. Some of y'all in that Las Vegas, man. You in that Vegas city, man. And you sitting over there fucking on them hoes. You fucking on other pimps' hoes and shit. And you think just because, see, this is a lot of y'all mentality. You think just because you did wrong right, then now wrong is right. And I'm here to tell you that wrong is still wrong. I want you to know that even though the outcome maybe had been some income, you know, you begin to think that the wrong is right because the outcome was some income. You got some money, or you got a car, or this must be cool because, shit, I'm doing good. I got 5,000, 10,000 motherfuckers follow me on Instagram. I got the hearts coming up. I'm riding a new form. You know what I mean? So this must be the way. This must be the way to dick down every bitch in the interview that I had, man, to give her a preview of my dick. This must be the way. You know, my house is big, my chain is long, so this must be the way. And I want you to know, man, that you're predestined for a big ass fall, man, that you're not even ready for. You know what I'm saying? Because there's consequences to disrespecting the rules and regulations of the game. It's consequences in professing to be something, and you know in your mind, you know what I mean, that you don't even possess the capabilities and information to even be that something that you're professing to be. You know you don't even have the capabilities to do what's vital to that title that you're professing to be. You know, but a lot of you niggas just want to keep professing it. Hold on, let me come up here, man. Yeah, the tender zipper niggas, man. Yeah, and a lot, hey, let me say that, and a lot of them niggas, man, they start thinking, well, maybe I should play the boyfriend. Maybe I've been so serious that that's the reason why I'm not winning. Maybe I need to make deals. Maybe I need to eat some pussy. Maybe I need to eat some ass. Maybe I need to make better deals, man, you know what I'm saying, than the Chicago Bulls, you know. Maybe I need to do that. And I want to encourage, because I know it's going to be a young Pete watching this video, and he's sitting in his Cadillac, and he got niggas, he watching some of his partners, or niggas he think that's his partners, and they driving S550s, you know what I mean, they got the Maseratis, some got the Phantom, you know what I'm saying, and then just when you go on Instagram or Facebook, and when you see them, man, you know, they got all the materialistics, and you start thinking to yourself that, man, you know, I guess I gotta disrespect this game to start coming up in this game. And I want you to know, man, don't receive that devilation. You know, man, that ain't nothing but a devilation. That ain't no revelation, nigga. That's a devilation. Keep complying and applying the information according to the rules and regulations. And if you stay down, you are predestined to come up. The game is going to try you, and that's what it's doing. It wants you to sit up there and look at, you know what I mean, this one winning and that one winning and things like that. But I'm telling you, man, just keep doing this. Keep staying with it, man. Keep pimping. Keep pimping according to the rules and regulations of the game. You know what I mean? Stop looking at this one, Joe Blow, or eat booty to pee, or eat pussy to pee, or basically fuck on the bitch before I get some money to pee. You know, stop looking at all them smartphone pee ass niggas. Leave them niggas alone, man. You know what I'm saying? Stay in your own lane. It's the pimping lane. You know what I mean? As you keep driving, it's going to be some bumpy roads ahead. You know, difficulty boulevard coming up, adversity avenue coming up. But if you keep campaigning, man, you know, obtaining, you know what I mean, avenue is coming up, man. You're going to be back in that Saks Fifth, man, no time soon, man. Just keep pimping, man. You ain't got to sit up there, man, and switch and, you know, start doing sucker shit to start having shit, man. Stay encouraged, young P. You know what I mean? And stop allowing, when you get into a roasting, stop allowing them niggas to talk to you any kind of way. Stop allowing motherfuckers to minimize your character, minimize your pimping, simply because he got some materialistics. Hey, man, if a motherfucker is not playing the game accordingly, he's supposed to have that shit. Tell them niggas, man, you a talented ass nigga. You know what I mean? If I was to sit up there and eat ass and make deals and, you know what I mean, eat pussy, you know what I mean, till the rapture comes or till Adolf Hitler come back as a good man, hey, man, I have all the materialistic things that you have. But see, I'm governed by this game. And the game just won't allow me to do that sucker shit that you in. I got a deposit in me. I got an everlasting, unlimited deposit of this game. And it just won't allow me to do no sucker shit like that. You know what I mean? So I'm glad you enjoying the fruits of your sucker ass labor. That's how you gotta come, man. Get sharp, man. You know, stay around sharp pimps, man. Stay around motherfuckers, you know, man, that's witty. You know, man, that like to talk shit, pop shit. Be around pimps that's Renaissance men. Stay around pimps, man, that's constantly reading. You know, pimps that's constantly giving you something to think about. That's always saying something profound or, you know, something that's unheard. Stay around them. You know what I mean? So when you get into a roasting and it's time to rebuke a motherfucker, man, you tear his motherfucking ass and you whoop his ass with this pimping. Hey, man, nigga be so dangerous with this pimping, man. A lot of times I be kind of like frightened of my own self because I already know if I sit up there and get into a roasting and really release this motherfucking arrogant, egotistical, you know what I mean, character that I know I could be, I know a nigga's gonna want to kill me. Period. Because I'm gonna whoop their ass with the game. Okay, hold on. Okay, hold on, age. What's the best age to become a P? Hey man, the game selects you. The game chooses you. And, you know, and that's why these videos were made because, you know, I want a lot of you to know that you don't have that deposit. I want you to stop looking at these materialistic things that a lot of these guys have. A lot of these guys have to go through. You see, a lot of them don't talk about that. You know, you got a lot of P's now because they shining, they rapping songs, and they talking about what they doing now. But they don't talk about the adversity that they had to go through to do that. You know what I mean? They don't tell you about sleeping in, you know, bathroom stalls, them stalls. They don't tell you about that. They don't tell you about going to sleep in Greyhounds. They don't tell you about, you know what I mean, going to sleep in a car rental. You know what I mean? This is some of the consequences, you know, this is some of the situations that you might end up being in by participating in this game. And I'm telling you, majority of y'all, it's not for you to participate in this game. You know what I mean? I know this might sound discouraging, but I'm encouraging you to stay in your lane. You know, I love your mothers. I love your grandmothers because the truth of the matter is a lot of y'all, you going to get incarcerated. And when you get incarcerated, they going to confiscate. They going to take your shit. You ain't got no money. So now you calling your square ass family because you didn't listen to Sinful to P when Sinful to P told you to put some money aside. I told you to put some money aside. I told you to sit up there and invest your money. I told you to sit up there and save your money so your money can save your ass. Let me say this. A lot of y'all be talking about business and investment. Hey man, check this out. Everybody not going to be successful in the world of business. You know, that's a lot of you only are saying that because that's just the common thing to say in the game. You know, a lot of, especially bitches, they say that because it's just the right thing to say, that I want to start a business. And in all actuality, she really don't. She don't even know nothing about starting a business. You know, but she done heard so many people say it, it's the right thing to say. And let me say this, man. You know, Everybody doesn't have the personality. Everybody don't have the intellectual capabilities to preside over a successful business. Anybody can start a business. The objective is to preside over a successful business, for decades. Decades. That's the objective. And a lot of you just don't have the capabilities to do that. So why would you even fool yourself? Stop wasting your existence. Life is like this. Why you want to waste the one life that you have that's like this? You know what I mean? Trying to be in a lane that you ain't got no business in. That's why incidents and accidents happen. Simply because you in the wrong motherfucking lane, man. Stay in your lane. You don't even have the personality. You got to be a people's person. Some of you guys, you're shallow. There's nothing charismatic or magnetic about you. There's no magnetism about your personality. So this is a necessity in order to be in the business world, to have this, and character, personality, Then some of you emotionally react too much. You allow your feelings to get involved in too many decisions. So that right there is going to kill anything pertaining to business. You know what I mean? Your heart is too motherfucking big. You think with your heart. So, the business lane ain't for every pimp. The business lane ain't going to be for every hoe. Matter of fact, let me put some more on that. The business lane ain't going to be for majority of the pimps or majority of the niggas that's professing to be pimps. Period. Sit down with your infinite mind and go on a mental safari within your mind and come up with a better solution. I'm not speaking to the whole population, but I'm speaking to some of y'all ain't fit to run a business. That's just being real. And the probability, people don't look at a business is just like gambling. It ain't 100 proof that you gonna sit up there and win in that. It's a lot of P's that invested. Hell, I invested in a movie, last year. Have you seen it? Exactly. That's a long story. I get into that later. I done invested in a lot of things, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm constantly investing because I really want to be wealthy. And see, the difference between me and a lot of people, I don't want to be wealthy so I could just get a whole bunch of likes from y'all and be like, man, look at Sinful the P. He doing it big. That nigga a giant. He having shit. No, man. I want to have power so I can help the powerless. That's why. I want to be powerful so I can help the powerless. I don't feel that people from my city, such as, people like Kanye and different people who have made it, that's on a certain platform right now where they could be a blessing to the city, they're not using all of their power to do that. I'm a little guy. I'm broke as a motherfucker. And I'm using the little change that I got. Y'all have been following me. You seen the contributions and donations that I've been giving. You know what I mean? And that's by the graces and mercies of God. I take no joy and no glory, away from God. That belongs to God and this game. God in this game put me in position to be a blessing, to my people, to my community. And that's why I wanted to encourage, a lot of y'all, to be a blessing to your community. It ain't for you to just flash your car, your chain, your ring. Nigga, that's typical. I remember one time, bless his little heart, one of my partners, he said, man, I'm going to fuck him up this year. Oh, man, I'm about to fuck him up this year saying, yeah, man, niggas going to be mad at me. And I said, what you about to do, baby? What's what you about to do? In my mind, because ain't nothing new under the sun, you know what I'm saying? So, what this nigga getting ready to do? You got, did you find out the age of God or something? What? But he said, man, I'm about to get this car and I'm about to get this chain. And it was just typical nigga shit. It wasn't nothing spectacular, that he was saying. Just keeping that thing all the way 100. It was nothing spectacular in what he was saying. This is typical shit in the game. To have a car or to have a house or to have, a piece of jewelry and shit. You supposed to have that. To me, that's necessities. That ain't nothing special. Now, when you go over and beyond, like a few participants in the game, they got a couple of phantoms, a couple of mansions, a couple of houses and things. That's something to be proud about, that you own and things like that. You have in your way. But do something for your people, man. God damn. Nigga, if you want to be looked at as somebody who is, as I like to say, special and peculiar and not regular and familiar like the rest, hey man, do something that the rest ain't never did. Now I want to ask you something. And that's another reason, one of the innumerable reasons why I say that I'm not a pimp. What pimp have you seen go back to their high school and sit up there and give back? What pimp have you seen go back and give to the children who have been diagnosed, labeled as learning disability, behavior disorder? Who? I'm not saying there's no other P's in the game that has done something, you know what I mean, that was thoughtful or heartful, you know, but very few even think outside of that little box. Their whole world is a big house, a car or cars, and jewelry and designer clothes. It wasn't too long ago I had to interrupt, you know, a few of my little young brothers, man, in the game, man. You know what I mean? We was all amongst each other. And one of my young partners was putting down another young partner of mine, and they was roasting each other like young niggas is supposed to do. You know, keep you on your feet. You know, nigga, you ain't doing no pimping. Nigga, when the last time you did some pimping? You know, they talking slick. You know, I'm enjoying it. You know what I'm saying? You know, and because I know really, you know, they just young. But they started putting each other down on some, nigga, I bought more Louis than you. Nigga, I got way more Louis than you. Nigga, I got way more motherfucking Gucci than you, nigga. Nigga, you ain't bought a new motherfucking outfit off the bitch, nigga, since motherfucking King Nero's head was on the chopping block, nigga. You understand me? Nigga, you done got more money from the government than the pavement, nigga. You getting checks, nigga. You ain't really checking the trap out of bitch ass. You know, talking slick. But I had to think about that, you know, and I say, well, damn, you know, minimizing another black man, minimizing another king, minimizing another P, disrespecting this black man, all because of you got more Louis than him, you got more Gucci than him, you done made the other man, the white man, more richer, more wealthier than the black man. Like, when you really start thinking about certain shit, it just, you know, as Solomon said, vanities among vanities. This is stupid. You know what I mean? I hate to say it, you know, I don't know they're going to watch it, they're going to call me later, but the stupidity was so high, I started seeing them just like I would see two little hoes or two little bitches arguing amongst each other. You know, I got these heels and I got this Gucci purse. I got this Louis purse. Bitch, I always got my hair done. Woo, 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 woo. The mentality was the definition of foolish. It was foolish, you know. And to put another black man down or to minimize the pimping or try to minimize another man's game just because you made Louis or Gucci more wealthier, like, that's a hoes mentality. That ain't even a pimp. Yeah, that's how hoes talk. Yeah, I gave Sin this much money, bitch. You know what I mean? I gave Sin 40,000, you know what I mean, in 2 weeks. Bitch, that ain't shit. When I chose up, you know, I came with 3 Breitlands and 4 Rolexes, and I gave Sin 5 planets, bitch. I knocked God and Jesus and sat up there and went from Pluto to Mars and brought him porno stars, bitch. That's what it was like. Hoes arguing amongst each other. It's the same spirit. It's the same mentality. That's not, the pimping ain't supposed to be equivalent with the hoes. You know what I'm saying? And for those of you that know me on the street, if you reminisce in retrospect and all my roastings, whenever I roasted a nigga, I've never, if you really think back, Sinful ain't never said, you broke ass nigga. Nigga, you broke as a motherfucker, nigga. Nigga, look at what, that ain't even how I rose. Because when I rose, I'm going underneath your skin. I'm reaching for that intelligence. You know what I mean? But yeah, we got to stop doing that, man. We got to change the way that we think. And that's why I was, in the future, I'm endeavoring to, and mark my words, some of y'all are seeing this, some of y'all will see this video later. But in the future, what I'm endeavoring to do is to unite the veterans with the novices, with the rookies, with the young peas, the up and comings. And if I could get the veterans and the up and comings from the East, the West, the South, the Midwest, you know what I mean? And, it's going to be some disagreeing. There's going to be some arguments. There's going to be some discord. That's in any lifestyle, But if we could all meet somewhere real pimpish, real classy, everybody suited and booted, everybody sharp, you know what I mean? Or even if you don't have a suit on, just make sure that you're fly, you're clean. A suit ain't a necessity for this pimping, but, it ain't nothing more classier than a suit. But, yeah, man, you know what I mean? We all meet on one accord and endeavor to be one mind. Because if we can indoctrinate the youth with the truth about life and the lifestyle, that can hinder the youth from being in somebody's jail. That can hinder the youth from being in somebody's prison. As the scripture says, basically, in a multitude of counsel, there is safety. So if we have a multitude of wise counselors giving knowledge and wisdom to the youth, we can prevent the youth from being incarcerated. You know what I mean? Just being 100. If we have, and my battery getting low, but if we can have, the older crowd sit down and agree upon the rules and regulations, because like I said a few minutes ago, I told you that the enemy knows your subculture. So in my mind, it would be wise, to evolve. In order for you to stay involved successfully, you have to evolve wisely. And, it ain't so much of the title ain't so much important. What's important is doing what's vital to the title. That's what's important. Doing what's vital to the title that you profess to be. So, you don't have to profess to be a pimp. Just possess, the capabilities, fulfill the prerequisites to be a pimp. Because everybody named mama is saying that. The pimp word has a negative vibe, a negative energy, a negative connotation, a negative definition, vision, depiction, with it. So if you leave that title alone and come under something that's new, that the enemy doesn't know, if you come up with a language because the enemy knows your lingo, hey man, say man, you know what I'm saying? Yeah man, I'm checking it man, I just broke a bitch man, for another motherfucking vehicle man, Yeah, I'm on the track man, smacking bitches man, beating these niggas asses man, and pulling motherfucking vehicles and miracles out these bitches asses man, yeah man, really pimping around this motherfucker man, going hard. And there's another nigga, what the fuck you said? What the fuck you said, P? Go ahead, man. Yeah. We've created an image among ourselves that supports being stupid. We created an image amongst ourselves that supports stupidity. We created an image amongst ourselves that's helping us be in a correctional facility. And we have to change that. And the only way that we can ever change that is to get on one accord with one another. Somebody has to put their arrogance to the side. People have to put their ego to the side. Period. You know what I'm saying? It has to be, as much as I love, my representation, and yeah, I think I'm more intelligent than him and his, but if me humbling myself can save a 16-year-old, an 18-year-old, a 14-year-old, from jumping in this game because he saw, an American Pimp, or he seen Pimps Up, Hoes Down, or he might seen Maroy's DVD, he might seen Cross Country, whatever he's seen, and after seeing that, he's mesmerized, his eyes is glossy, he ready to participate. Hey man, and if I can prevent that from happening, then yes, I will humble myself. I would be in the spirit of humility to keep the youth from going inside of a correctional facility. And if we can get the veterans to have that type of mentality, hey man, it'd be better for the game. It'd be a blessing to the game. You know what I mean? And the game is definitely in need of that. So the title needs to change. And not so much of the rules and regulations. But, you know, back in the day, it was cool for all the representatives to have unwritten rules. And I'm not saying you should write them, because if you write them, you know, them written laws can fall in the hands of the enemy. But write it in the minds. Write it in their hearts. For when they do something contrary to the knowledge, when they do something contrary to the information that was conveyed, instantly, they basically get a, you know what I mean, a instant feel of condemnation. You know what I mean? Why? Because the indoctrination of this game. You know what I mean? The game is in them now. You know what I mean? So yeah, the only way that we can have this, man, and come and have camaraderie amongst each other, which is a necessity for us to be successful amongst each other, man, we have to come on one accord. With these laws that they have in today, hey man, we cannot afford to be on discord with one another. Period. That go for even guys in different lifestyles. Deep boy gangbanger, you know, you take, even though I'm talking to a certain remnant of people, I'm talking to a certain population of people, the information that I'm giving, you know what I mean, is so powerful, it's so impeccable that it's even applicable for your lifestyle. Apply it. And if you comply to it, you'll be in position and have more in possession. Stay true. But yeah, man, you know, my video is going to have to end because my battery is already at 7%. When I got on, man, I didn't even expect, I thought I was just going to do a half an hour. I did over an hour, but you know how it be, man. You know, when you popping this shit, I might go live, you know, later on, but yeah, it's on 7%. Let me go through some of the statements. Okay. All right, P, I see you. And you're right, I am a broke ass nigga. I'm very broke. I'm very broke. Okay. Yeah, a lot of you are saying a bunch of frivolous, meaningless, ridiculous. Yeah, the connection, man, it's fighting against, yeah, in a minute I'm getting ready to end it. You know, Sin got like 3 different phones, man. I might end up going live again, man. Yeah, and for my next video, I was really talking to members of the game. But in my next video, I'm definitely going to have to address a lot of you religious folks and black conscious movement people. Because a lot of you think that you're smart, you're intelligent, because you memorize a lot of fabricated information. So you think that you're ready to debate with somebody such as myself or somebody on my level. And no, you're mistaken, you know. And I'm a give you my purpose of the last 3 videos that I did as well. Okay. Yeah, my next video I'm gonna address, you know, because a lot of you you didn't have understanding. Some of you did, and some of you didn't. So I'll speak on spirituality and my whole purpose for that as well. Because like I said, you know, when I give my information, the little that I know, because I don't know shit, and the little that I do know, I just want to be a blessing, man. That's all. If we have more people with that mentality, you know, a lot of us, man, will be so much better. Because it's like a medication when you're able to give. It's a blessing to be able to give. You know, it truly is. But I hope you guys live as long as you want and never want as long as you live, man. Be blessed. For those that have not subscribed, subscribe to the channel. You know, man, so you can get a notification, man, when I go live again. Because I actually like going live. I like this. And now that YouTube got it set up where you can just go live anytime, that's really what's up. You know what I mean? Because the app that I had, it really wasn't. I really didn't like it like that. But man, blessings to all of y'all, man. You know what I mean? And if I don't come back within a half an hour, hour or so, I'm definitely gonna come back later on the day. Like I told you, man, I got videos with Shantae, Johnny Cash, you know, different ones, man, and some other things too that I want to get out as well. So, you know, just stay down, man. You know what I mean? And we definitely gonna come up with one another. We gonna build. We gonna encourage. We gonna uplift one another. You know, we gonna stop crying and complaining, man. You know what I mean? Because like I say, ain't no need of crying when it's raining, baby. You know what I mean? That ain't gonna bring a solution to the problem. After that crying, the problem is still existing. So, you know, man, y'all be blessed, man. One, I'll get at you later.